Hello everyone and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video tutorial we're going to crochet step by step these beautiful eyes. Now before we start crocheting, I want to explain what these eyes are used for here in Greece. It's part of our culture and we use them to keep away the evil eye. The evil eye is the bad energy that you get from other people. So in order to protect ourselves from that, we usually crochet those little eyes to protect us, okay? What we also use them for is as gifts in christenings. So because I know there are many English-speaking Greek people, you can also add a link and a little cross in the end of your eye. Now, the total width of this eye is 7 centimeters and the total length, the height over here, is 4 centimeters. We're going to see next the yarn and the crochet hook that I'm using, but you can make it bigger or smaller depending on the yarn and the crochet hook that you're using. You can use the same yarn as I'm using here with a 3mm crochet hook instead of 4, and you'll have a little smaller eye. You can also use cotton thread and a 2mm hook and get an even smaller, or a little thicker cotton thread and a 3mm crochet hook, which will give you a little bigger eye. Okay, so depending on the yarn and the crochet hook that you're using, you'll have different sizes of this eye. You do not have to change the stitches, only the yarn and the hook that you're using. So let's go ahead and see the materials that I'm using and how to crochet our eye. The yarn that I'm using is Alize Extra, which is 90% acrylic and 10% wool, and this other yarn, which I don't remember what it is. What we want to do when we're using two different types of yarns, we want to make sure that the thickness of the yarn is exactly the same. Although this yarn is 100% acrylic, they have the same thickness as yarns, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Now, I'm gonna start with my magic circle. If you do not know how to work the magic circle, you can chain 4 and work a slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring, okay? So in order to work the magic circle, take the yarn and wrap it once around your 2 fingers and bring it on the top left. Now put your hook under the right yarn, over the left, and bring it over. Turn your hook around once to create a loop. Now take the left yarn and pull it through that loop. And by doing this, we have worked our first chain. Now I'm gonna work 2 more. And I have 3 chains which count as a double crochet. Now in the center of the magic circle, I want to have a total of 12 double crochet. So I already have my first one and I want 11 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sorry, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now take the yarn that you started your magic circle with and tighten it up. And we're going to close this row by working a slip stitch in the first double crochet that we worked. So the first double crochet was my chain 3. So put your hook in that 3rd chain and work a slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to cut my blue yarn because I do not need it anymore. And I'm going to attach my white yarn. Now take the white yarn and pull it through the loop, tighten up the blue loop, okay, and chain one with the new color, and turn your work. Now before we start crocheting to complete the eye, we worked a total of 12 double crochet, so that means that I can separate my stitches in 4 different pieces. So I'm going to have a corner here, a second corner here, a third here, and a fourth here. So in the second and the fourth corner, I'm going to work the increases or the corners to create the pointy part of the eye. Okay, so before this corner and before this corner, I will have a total of 5 double crochet, the 5 stitches up here, and after this corner and after this corner down here, I'm going to have the other 5 stitches. So 5 plus 5 is 10, and the 2 stitches that I'm going to use for my corner, I have my total of 12 double crochet. Now let's start and begin by crocheting in the first double crochet for this row. Okay, so right in here, put your hook and work a total of 2 single crochet in the same stitch. 1, same stitch, 2. In the next stitch, we're going to work 2 half double crochet. 1, same stitch, 2. In the next stitch, I'm only going to work 1 double crochet. And the reason that I only work 1 double crochet is because in the next stitch, in which I'm going to work the corner of the eye, I'm going to work a total of 4 stitches. So if I work an increase here, if I work 2 double crochet, 4 triple crochet, and 2 double crochet, I'm going to have too many increases in the second row. So work only 1 double crochet and yarn over twice. Put your hook in the next stitch and work a triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the next 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, put your hook in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through the next 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. Now, in order to form the corner, I want to work a picot. So chain 2. Usually for the picot we chain 3, but because I do not want to have a hole in the picot, I'm only chaining 2, and I'm going to put my hook in the front loop of this triple crochet that I just made and the loop that's right underneath it. So in those 2 loops, I'm going to work my slip stitch. So I've chained 2, and now put your hook in those 2 loops, the front loop of the triple crochet that we just made and the loop underneath. Take the yarn, pull it through both those loops and the loop on your hook. Now in the same stitch, work 2 more triple crochet. So yarn over twice, put your hook in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the next 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, put your hook for the 4th time in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the next 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. So for the corner of my eye, I have 2 triple crochet, picot, and 2 triple crochet. Now I'm going to start working those stitches on the opposite way. So in the next stitch, I'm going to work 1 double crochet, 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2. So I've completed half of the eye. Okay, now I want to go ahead and work the same steps as I did up here. So I want to gradually grow my stitches now again. So after the 2 single crochet, I'm going to work 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, 1, same stitch, 2, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and in the next stitch I'm going to work the corner again. So yarn over twice, put your hook in the next stitch, and work 2 triple crochet. So pull through 2, pull through the next 2, pull through the last 2, yarn over twice for a second time in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, pull through the next 2, pull through the last 2, and now we're going to form the picot. So chain 2 and put your hook in the front loop of the triple crochet that you just made and the loop that's right underneath it. Take the yarn, pull it through both of those loops and the loop from your hook. Okay, and 2 more triple crochet in the same stitch. So yarn over twice, put your hook in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, pull through the next 2, and pull through the last 2. Yarn over twice, same stitch, pull through 2, pull through the next 2 loops, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so here we have our picot again. We have a total of 4 triple crochet in the same stitch. Now in the next stitch work only 1 double crochet and 2 half double crochet in the last stitch for this row. 1, and in the same stitch 2. Now put your hook in the first single crochet for this row and work a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, pull the loop, and tighten up. So our eye is completed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weave in the ends. So I'm going to start with the white yarn. And start sewing. So this is the good side now, the side that we just crocheted. So in the wrong side, sew the yarn in the back loops of the stitches. Sew the other yarn as well in the back loops of the stitches. Now since this is the right side and this is the wrong side, I'm going to bring the blue yarns, the blue ends, in the other side and weave them in. So bring it on the other side and weave it in the loops that we did of the double crochet that we did in the center of our circle. Okay, so cut this yarn and now weave in the yarn that we started the magic circle with. Okay, bring this yarn on the back as well. Okay, and see how if you pull out towards the yarn, you can see that it's coming out from the right stitches over here, from the right side. So since this is the yarn that I started my magic circle with, I'm going to start weaving in from the opposite side, because if you weave in through the stitches that it's coming out from, you're going to pull apart your magic circle. So make sure you start weaving from the left side around. and tighten up the yarn so the center hole closes up completely. Okay. And our eye is completed. And now you can either leave it like this or add a black bead right here in the center of the circle to have the black part of our eye as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my hot silicone over here. I'm gonna add a little silicone right here in the center of the magic circle. Okay, and carefully add the black bead and press it in so it sticks in there. Okay, so our eye is completed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please press like and leave a comment. Thanks again. Bye bye.